Welcome back to Top Liberty Coins. Today we are diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1977 Liberty coin, its history, its design, and most importantly its current market value and the truth behind massive price claims like $787,976.48. If you love rare coins, hidden treasures, and the thrill of discovering valuable pocket change, then this episode on coins is going to be unforgettable. First, let us clear something very important. In 1977, the United States Mint was producing circulating coins such as the Kennedy half-dollar, the Washington quarter, the Roosevelt dime, the Jefferson nickel, and the Lincoln cent. None of these coins were officially called a Top Liberty coin. However, many collectors use the word Liberty because the word Liberty appears on almost every United States coin. That single word has made ordinary coins feel extraordinary. In 1977, the United States Mint struck millions of coins for circulation. The Kennedy half-dollar of 1977 features the portrait of President John F. Kennedy on the obverse side, with the word Liberty engraved across the top. This is one of the most recognizable Liberty inscriptions of the modern era. The Washington quarter of 1977 features George Washington with Liberty also displayed proudly. So when someone says 1977 Liberty coin, they are usually referring to one of these standard circulation coins. Now let us talk about value. Most 1977 circulation coins in average condition are worth only face value. A 1977 quarter is worth 25 cents. A 1977 dime is worth 10 cents. A 1977 nickel is worth 5 cents. A 1977 penny is worth 1 cent. Even the 1977 Kennedy half-dollar is usually worth only 50 cents unless it is in exceptional condition, but here is where things get exciting. Condition changes everything. A coin graded in Mint State 65, Mint State 66, or even higher by professional grading companies can be worth significantly more. Coins graded by companies such as Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Company often sell for premium prices because collectors trust certified grades. For example, a 1977 Washington quarter in average circulated condition is worth face value. But a 1977 quarter graded MS-67 can sell for hundreds of dollars depending on auction demand. Similarly, a 1977 Kennedy half-dollar graded MS-67 or MS-68 can reach high auction records compared to its face value. Now let us address the eye-catching number $787,976.48. That kind of value for a 1977 Liberty coin would require something extremely rare. It would likely need to be a unique mint error, a one-of-a-kind experimental strike, or possibly a coin struck on the wrong metal planchet. Without a major mint error or extreme rarity, no regular 1977 circulation Liberty coin reaches anywhere near that value. There are known mint errors that can dramatically increase value. Off-center strikes, double die errors, wrong planchet errors, and major misstrikes can turn an ordinary coin into a collector treasure. If a 1977 coin had a dramatic double die error similar to famous varieties in earlier years, it could potentially sell for thousands. But reaching close to $800,000 would require an error of historic importance. When we look at true multi-$100,000 coins, we usually talk about classic rarities such as early Liberty gold coins, rare 19th century silver dollars, or unique pattern coins. For example, coins from the 1800s with Liberty designs often command massive prices because of their scarcity and historical importance. The word Liberty itself has appeared on legendary coins like the Morgan dollar and the St. Gaudens double eagle. These coins, especially in rare dates and high grades, can sell for tens of thousands or even millions of dollars. But those are not 1977 circulation coins. They are historical pieces from earlier eras. So what makes a 1977 coin valuable today in the current market? There are three main factors. Condition. Rarity. Demand. Condition means the coin must have sharp details, strong luster, no scratches, and no wear. Coins taken directly from mint sets often have better preservation. In 1977, the United States Mint produced special proof sets as well. A 1977 proof coin from San Francisco with deep cameo contrast can be worth more than a regular circulation strike. Rarity means low mintage or survival in high grade. While millions of 1977 coins were minted, very few survive in ultra-high mint state grades. Demand depends on collector interest. If registry-set collectors are competing for the highest graded example, prices can skyrocket at auction. Now imagine you find a 1977 coin in your collection. The first thing you should check is the mint mark. In 1977, coins were minted in Philadelphia and Denver, and proof coins were minted in San Francisco. The mint mark location varies by denomination. Some coins from Philadelphia in that era have no mint mark at all. Next, examine the coin under magnification. Look for doubling in the letters, especially in the word Liberty. Look for unusual thickness in numbers, off-center alignment, or strange metal coloration. These signs could indicate a mint error. If you believe your coin is special, sending it to a professional grading service could confirm authenticity and grade. Certification protects value and increases buyer confidence. The current market for 1977 coins remains stable for standard pieces. Circulated examples remain at face value. Uncirculated rolls may sell slightly above face value. High-grade certified examples can reach from $50 to several $100s depending on grade and auction results, but the dream of finding a coin worth hundreds of thousands keeps collectors searching. And sometimes that dream becomes reality with the right date, the right condition, and the right buyer. The history behind Liberty on American coins goes back to the founding of the United States. Liberty represents freedom, independence, and national identity. From early flowing hair designs to seated liberty and beyond, the image has evolved but the meaning remains powerful. In 1977, America was in a post-bicentennial era. Just 1 year after the 1976 bicentennial coinage, the nation returned to standard reverse designs. Collectors who saved bicentennial coins often also save 1977 coins as part of date collections. If someone claims a 1977 Liberty coin is worth $787,976.48, always verify with auction records from major houses and certified grading populations. Real values are determined by real sales, not online rumors. Still, do not ignore your coins. Many valuable coins have been discovered in pocket change, inherited jars, and old collections. Knowledge is your greatest tool. So here on Coins, we always say check your change, learn the history, and understand the market before selling or buying. A simple 50-cent coin might not be worth nearly $800,000, but in the right condition it could still be a valuable collectible worth much more than face value. The world of coin collecting is not just about money. It is about history, art, and the thrill of discovery. The 1977 Liberty coins remind us that even common coins carry the powerful word liberty, a word that defines a nation. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1977 Liberty coin, its history, and its real current market value, stay tuned to Coins for more legendary discoveries, hidden treasures, and market updates from the fascinating world of numismatics. Today's story will truly shock you. Because we are talking about one of the most searched, most discussed, and most misunderstood coins in the world of collecting, the top Liberty coin, especially the 1981 issue, and the big question everyone keeps asking, can it really be worth $787,976.47? First, let's understand what people mean when they say, top Liberty coin. In most cases, collectors are referring to American coins that feature Lady Liberty prominently at the top or center of the design. The most famous and valuable of these include the iconic Morgan dollar, the historic Walking Liberty half dollar, and the beautiful St. Gaudens double eagle. These coins are not just currency. They are symbols of freedom, power, and American history. Now let's focus on the year 1981. This is where many people get confused. In 1981, the United States Mint was not producing circulating Liberty silver dollars like the Morgan dollar. Instead, 1981 is famous in modern coin history because of the launch of the American Silver Eagle program, although officially, the first silver eagles were released in 1986. However, collectors in 1981 were heavily trading proof sets, commemorative issues, and special mint products. So when someone says, 1981 Liberty coin worth $787,976.47, we must slow down and examine the facts carefully. Most 1981 US coins in normal circulated condition are not extremely rare. A regular 1981 penny, nickel, dime, quarter, or half dollar is usually worth face value or slightly above, depending on condition. However, the real value comes from three major factors: mint errors, extremely high grades, and special varieties. For example, coins graded MS-69 or MS-70 by professional grading services can sometimes sell for thousands of dollars, especially if they are rare in perfect condition. But a regular 1981 coin selling for nearly $788,000? That would require something extraordinary, like a unique mint error, a one-of-a-kind prototype, or a historically significant specimen. Let's talk about how coin values actually reach hundreds of thousands of dollars. It happens when supply is extremely low and demand is extremely high. Look at the legendary 1933 Double Eagle. That coin sold for millions because almost all were melted down, and only a few survived legally. That's what creates massive value, rarity, story, and legal status. In 1981, the U.S. Mint produced proof sets at San Francisco. A complete 1981 proof set in original packaging today usually sells between $10 and $30 depending on condition. Even high-grade examples rarely cross a few $100s unless they have rare errors. So where does the number $787,976.47 come from? Sometimes online listings show exaggerated prices. Sellers may list a coin for an extremely high price hoping a buyer will believe it is rare. But listing price is not the same as sold price. Always check completed auction results, not just active listings. Now let's dive into history, because Liberty coins have a powerful story behind them. Lady Liberty has appeared on American coinage since the late 1700s. She represents freedom, democracy, and opportunity. In the 19th century, Liberty designs were hand-engraved by master artists. The Morgan dollar, introduced in 1878, featured a bold Liberty portrait and became one of the most collected coins in the world. The Walking Liberty half dollar, introduced in 1916, showed Liberty walking toward the rising sun, a design so beautiful it was later reused for the American Silver Eagle. Collectors love Liberty coins because they combine art, silver or gold content, and American heritage. That emotional connection drives demand. When evaluating a 1981 Liberty-related coin, you must check: mint mark, is it P, D, or S condition, is it uncirculated or proof errors, double strikes, off-center strikes, missing clad layer certification, graded by PCGS or NGC, metal composition, copper, nickel, silver, or gold. Without these factors, the value remains limited. Now let's talk about something exciting: error coins. If a 1981 coin has a dramatic error such as a major double die, wrong planchet strike, or missing design elements, it could sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But those are rare cases. They must be verified by experts. Some collectors also confuse medals or commemorative tokens with official U.S. Mint coins. Private mints sometimes produce Liberty-themed coins in 1981 made of silver or gold. Their value depends mostly on metal weight, not rarity. If someone truly has a Liberty coin from 1981 valued near $787,976.47, it would likely need to be a unique pattern coin, a one-of-a-kind mint error, a historically documented prototype, or a gold coin with extreme rarity. Without those features, the value is far lower. The key lesson for collectors is knowledge. Do not believe every high online price. Research auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. Compare real sold listings. Study grading scales. Learn about mint history. The coin market today is stronger than ever. Precious metals fluctuate. Silver and gold prices move daily. Collector demand increases when economic uncertainty rises. But realistic expectations are important. If you are building a coin channel called Coins, this is your power. Educate viewers. Show close-up images. Explain grading. Compare fake listings with real auction results. Build trust, because in the world of coins, information is worth more than metal. Remember this, every coin has two values. One is emotional. The other is market value. The emotional value may be priceless. The market value depends on rarity, condition, and demand. If you have a 1981 Liberty coin, do not rush to sell. First, inspect it carefully. Look for unusual details. Check weight. Magnet test. Compare with official specifications. Consider professional grading. Most importantly, stay passionate. The world of Liberty coins is filled with history, art, mystery, and opportunity. Some coins are worth a few cents. Some are worth millions. The difference is knowledge, and maybe, just maybe, the next rare discovery could be sitting quietly in someone's collection right now. Today's story will completely change the way you look at the Liberty coin. Yes, the famous Liberty design that collectors around the world search for every single day. And especially the 1982 issue, one of the most talked about years in modern coin history. Stay with me because what I am about to share might surprise you, shock you, and maybe even inspire you to check your own collection tonight. Welcome to Coin Script. The Liberty coin is not just a piece of metal. It represents freedom, history, and American identity. The word liberty has appeared on United States coins since the very beginning of the nation. It is more than decoration. It is a symbol of independence and strength. Over the decades, many different Liberty designs have appeared on American coins, including the iconic Morgan dollar, the Peace dollar, and the Lincoln cent, which proudly carries the word Liberty next to Abraham Lincoln's portrait. When we talk about the 1982 Liberty coin, most collectors are referring to the 1982 Lincoln cent produced by the United States Mint. This year is extremely important because 1982 was a transitional year. That means something major changed in the coin's composition. Before 1982, the Lincoln cent was made mostly of copper. But due to rising copper prices, the mint changed the composition to copper-plated zinc in the middle of 1982. Now here is where things get exciting. In 1982, there were actually multiple varieties produced. Large date, small date, copper composition, zinc composition, and different mint marks including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. This created one of the most complex and collectible modern penny years ever. Collectors love transitional years because mistakes and rare varieties often happen during production changes. Some 1982 pennies are made of 95% copper and weigh about 3.11 grams. Others are zinc-based and weigh about 2.5 grams. That small difference in weight can mean a huge difference in value. Most regular 1982 pennies are worth face value, just 1 cent. But certain rare varieties in uncirculated condition can be worth much more. High-grade examples graded MS65 or higher can sell for $20, $50, or even more depending on demand, but there is one legendary variety that shook the coin collecting world, the 1982 Denver small-date copper penny. For many years, experts believed this coin did not exist. All known Denver small-date coins were thought to be zinc. Then a rare example was discovered that weighed 3.11 grams, meaning it was struck on a copper planchet. When authenticated and graded, this coin became extremely valuable. One example sold for over $18,000 at auction. Imagine finding a penny worth more than a luxury car. That is why collectors carefully weigh their 1982 coins. Now let us talk about the claim of a Liberty coin worth $787,976.45. It is important to understand that not every 1982 Liberty coin is worth that amount. Extremely high prices usually apply to ultra-rare coins, major mint errors, or historic pieces in perfect condition. For example, rare Morgan dollars in pristine condition have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some historic pattern coins and unique errors have reached similar levels. The 1982 penny itself has not officially sold for $787,976.45 in public auction records. However, in the coin market, asking prices online can sometimes be unrealistic. Always check verified auction sales before believing high price claims. The current market for 1982 Liberty cents depends on condition, variety, and demand. Circulated coins are usually worth 1 cent. Copper versions are sometimes kept for metal value, especially when copper prices rise. Uncirculated rolls can sell for a premium. Rare varieties like the small date copper from Denver are the true stars. If you want to check your 1982 Liberty penny, here is what you should do. First, check the mint mark under the date. No mint mark means Philadelphia. D means Denver. S means San Francisco. Second, look closely at the shape of the date. Small date and large date have visible differences in the shape of the number 2 and spacing of the numbers. Third, weigh the coin using a digital scale accurate to at least 0.01 grams. If it weighs about 3.11 grams, it is copper. If about 2.5 grams, it is zinc. Fourth, examine the condition. Coins with no scratches, strong luster, and sharp details are worth more. The history of Liberty on coins goes much deeper than 1982. The Morgan dollar, minted from 1878 to 1904 and again in 1921, features one of the most beautiful Liberty portraits ever designed. Some rare Morgan dollars have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on rarity and grade. The peace dollar, minted from 1921 to 1935, symbolizes peace after World War I. High-grade examples are very collectible. Even modern American silver eagles feature Liberty walking confidently toward the sunrise, based on the classic walking Liberty design first used in 1916. Why do some Liberty coins become worth so much money? Rarity is the first factor. If only a few examples exist, collectors compete to own them. Condition is the second factor. A coin graded MS-70 is far rarer than one graded MS-60. Historical significance is the third factor. Coins connected to important transitions, eras, or key years attract attention. Demand is the fourth factor. When collectors strongly desire a coin, prices rise. The coin market today is global. Auctions, online marketplaces, grading services, and social media all influence value. Professional grading companies authenticate coins and assign condition grades. A certified coin often sells for more because buyers trust its authenticity. If you believe you have a rare 1982 Liberty penny, consider sending it to a professional grading service. Authentication is crucial before claiming high value. Many people ignore pennies, but serious collectors know that even the smallest denomination can hide major treasures. Throughout history, ordinary people have found rare coins in pocket change, old jars, inherited collections, and bank rolls. Imagine checking your old coin box tonight and discovering a rare 1982 copper small date from Denver. That simple 1 cent coin could change your life, but always remember, research carefully. Do not trust exaggerated listings. Study real auction results. Learn the details of each variety. Knowledge is power in the coin collecting world. The Liberty inscription continues to inspire collectors because it connects modern coins to the founding ideals of the United States. Every time you hold a Liberty coin, you are holding a piece of history. The market for collectible coins continues to grow. Precious metal prices, collector demand, and rarity all influence value. While most 1982 Liberty cents are common, rare varieties and high-grade examples can bring surprising premiums, and that is why coin collecting is exciting. It is a treasure hunt. It is history in your hands. It is the possibility that something small and ordinary might actually be extraordinary. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1982 Liberty coin, its history, and its market value, make sure you stay connected with Coin Script, where we explore hidden treasures, rare varieties, and coins that could be worth a fortune. Check your change carefully. Weigh your 1982 pennies. Study the dates. Because the next rare Liberty coin could be waiting for you right now. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about modern coins in circulation history, the 1983 Liberty coin, a piece that many collectors believe could be worth far more than its face value under the right conditions. Imagine holding a simple coin in your hand, something that looks ordinary at first glance. You might even overlook it in your pocket change. But what if that small piece of metal had the potential to be worth thousands? or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. That is exactly why collectors constantly search for rare mint years like 1983. The year 1983 is extremely important in United States coin history. During this period, the U.S. Mint made several production changes. Many coins from this year were heavily circulated, and high-grade examples became surprisingly difficult to find. The Denver Mint, marked with the letter D, produced millions of coins, but most entered circulation immediately. Because of this, uncirculated and high-grade examples today are rare and highly desirable. When we talk about Liberty coins, we are referring to coins that feature Lady Liberty or Liberty-inspired designs. Liberty has symbolized freedom, strength, and national identity for generations. From classic designs like the Morgan dollar to the modern circulating coins, Liberty remains one of the most powerful symbols in American coinage. Now let's focus on the 1983 D coin itself. One of the key reasons collectors search for this coin is condition rarity. While millions were minted, very few were saved in pristine condition. Many were struck with weak details or minor imperfections. High-grade coins, especially those graded MS65, MS66, or higher by professional grading services, can command strong premiums. There have been cases where certain 1983 D coins, depending on type and error variations, have sold for remarkable amounts. Some rare examples in top condition have reached thousands of dollars at auction. While the figure $787,976.44 would represent an extraordinary and record-level valuation requiring extreme rarity, mint error uniqueness, or a one-of-a-kind specimen, it shows how powerful the rare coin market can be when demand, condition, and scarcity combine perfectly. Collectors carefully inspect 1983 D coins for several important factors. Strike quality is crucial. Look closely at the lettering, the word Liberty, the date, and the mint mark D. Weak strikes can reduce value, while sharp, crisp details increase desirability. Surface preservation is another major factor. Coins without scratches, contact marks, or discoloration are worth significantly more. Another exciting aspect of 1983 D coins is the possibility of mint errors. Error coins are among the most valuable in the numismatic world. Off-center strikes, double dies, wrong planchet strikes, and dramatic die breaks can increase value dramatically. A rare error combined with top condition can transform a simple coin into a collector's dream. History also adds emotional value. The early 1980s were a time of economic change. Coin production costs were rising, and the mint was adjusting metal compositions. For example, copper and zinc compositions played a role in certain coin types of that era. These changes sometimes resulted in rare transitional errors, which are extremely valuable today. Understanding grading is critical when discussing market value. Professional grading companies examine luster, strike, eye appeal, and preservation. A difference of one grade point can mean thousands of dollars in value difference. That is why serious collectors always recommend certification before selling or buying high-value coins. Market demand also drives prices. Coin values are not fixed. They move based on collector interest, auction results, and rarity awareness. When a specific year gains attention through social media or auction headlines, demand can increase quickly. Channels like Coins help bring attention to these hidden treasures, encouraging people to check their collections carefully. If you own a 1983 D Liberty coin, the first step is inspection. Use proper lighting. Do not clean the coin. Cleaning destroys value instantly. Store it safely in a protective holder. If it appears uncirculated or unusual, consider professional grading. It is important to be realistic while also being hopeful. Most circulated 1983 D coins are worth face value or a small premium. However, exceptional pieces, rare errors, or top-grade examples can be worth significantly more. The rare coin market has proven many times that ordinary change can become extraordinary wealth. Collectors around the world are constantly searching bank rolls, estate sales, and old collections hoping to discover that one overlooked treasure. The thrill of the hunt is what makes coin collecting so exciting. Every coin tells a story, of history, craftsmanship, and survival through decades of circulation, the Liberty design reminds us that coins are more than money. They are miniature works of art. The careful engraving, the symbolism, and the precision of minting all come together in a small but powerful object. When rarity meets condition, history meets opportunity. If you enjoy learning about rare coins and hidden market values, make sure to follow Coins for more deep dives into fascinating discoveries. You never know which coin in your pocket might change your life. Before we close, remember this: value depends on authenticity, condition, rarity, and verified sales history. If you believe you have something special, consult a professional coin dealer or grading service for accurate evaluation. The dream of finding a high-value 1983 Liberty coin is exciting, and for a lucky few, it can be incredibly rewarding. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about topics in the coin collecting world: the top Liberty coins, their history, their 1985 market presence, and their current market value. And if you stay until the end, you might be surprised to learn how some Liberty coins have reached astonishing prices like $787,976.43 and even more in rare cases. Welcome to the channel Coins, where history meets hidden treasure. Liberty coins are more than just metal. They are pieces of American history struck in silver and gold. The word Liberty has appeared on United States coinage since the late 18th century. Over time, Liberty has been portrayed in many different artistic forms: seated, walking, draped, wearing a cap, or crowned with stars. Each design tells a story about the era in which it was created. Some of the most famous Liberty coins include the Morgan Silver Dollar, the Walking Liberty Half Dollar, the Seated Liberty Dollar, and the Liberty Head Gold coins. These coins were minted in different years, different mints, and different metals. And today, collectors around the world compete fiercely to own the rarest examples. Let's talk about the Liberty coin market around 1985. During the 1980s, coin collecting experienced a renewed wave of interest. Silver prices had fluctuated heavily earlier in the decade due to market speculation. By 1985, the coin market had stabilized compared to the dramatic spike of 1980. Collectors in 1985 were actively searching for key-date Liberty coins, especially Morgan silver dollars minted between 1878 and 1921. Prices were lower than today, but rare dates were already commanding strong premiums. In 1985, a common Morgan silver dollar in average circulated condition might have sold for $15 to $40 depending on silver prices. Higher-grade uncirculated coins could sell for $100 or more. Rare key dates like the 1893 S. Morgan were already worth thousands even back then. Walking Liberty half dollars minted from 1916 to 1947 were also popular, especially early dates and high-grade pieces. Fast forward to the current market, and the landscape has completely transformed. Today, Liberty coins are graded by professional grading services, and condition is everything. A coin graded MS-65 or higher can be worth dramatically more than a lower-grade example. Auction houses regularly showcase Liberty coins that sell for tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and in extremely rare cases, close to or even beyond $787,976.43. One of the most iconic Liberty coins is the Morgan dollar. Designed by George T. Morgan, this silver dollar features a detailed portrait of Liberty on the obverse and a powerful eagle on the reverse. Certain rare dates and mint marks of the Morgan dollar have sold for extraordinary prices at major auctions. High-grade Carson City Mint examples are especially desirable. Another legendary design is the Walking Liberty Half Dollar, designed by Adolph A. Weinman. This coin shows Liberty walking toward the sunrise, draped in the American flag. The beauty of this design was so admired that it later inspired the modern American Silver Eagle bullion coin. High-grade early Walking Liberty halves, especially from the 1916 and 1921 years, can be extremely valuable today. Then there is the Seated Liberty Dollar. These coins are older and scarcer in high grades. Because many were heavily circulated, finding one in pristine condition is very rare. Collectors pay significant premiums for well-preserved examples, especially those with low mintages. Liberty Head Gold coins are another category that commands serious attention. The Liberty Head double eagle is particularly famous. Struck in $20 gold denomination, these coins were used in large transactions during the 19th century. Today, certain rare dates and high-grade specimens can reach astonishing auction results. When you see prices approaching hundreds of thousands of dollars, it is often because the coin is extremely rare, historically important, and preserved in exceptional condition. So what determines whether a Liberty coin is worth $30 or $787,976.43? The answer comes down to several key factors. First, rarity. Coins with low mintages or limited surviving examples are always more valuable. If only a few hundred high-grade examples exist, collectors compete aggressively. Second, condition. Professional grading uses a scale from 1 to 70. Coins graded MS65, MS66, MS67, and higher can see exponential price increases compared to lower grades. A single point difference can mean thousands of dollars. Third, demand. Popular series like the Morgan Dollar and Walking Liberty Half Dollar have strong collector bases. High demand pushes prices upward. Fourth, historical significance. Coins connected to major events, certain mint closures, or special production years often attract premium interest. Now let's compare 1985 to today. In 1985, the coin market was largely driven by dealer networks, printed price guides, and coin shows. Information traveled slowly. Today, online auctions, global bidding platforms, and instant grading verification have made the market international. A Liberty coin discovered in a small town can now be sold to a collector on the other side of the world within days. Prices have risen significantly for key dates and high grades. A Morgan Dollar that might have sold for $200 in 1985 could now be worth several thousand if graded highly. Rare gold Liberty coins that sold for tens of thousands decades ago may now approach or exceed the $787,976.43 range depending on uniqueness and preservation. But here is something very important. Not every Liberty coin is extremely valuable. Many common date coins are still affordable and accessible for beginner collectors. You do not need millions to start collecting. Even today, circulated examples of certain Liberty designs can be purchased for modest amounts, especially silver coins whose base value is influenced by silver prices. If you are searching for a Liberty coin that could be worth a lot of money, always check the date, mint mark, and condition carefully. Look for coins with original surfaces, sharp details, and minimal damage. Avoid cleaned or heavily altered coins, as cleaning can significantly reduce value. Collectors also pay attention to mint marks such as CC for Carson City, which often increases value dramatically. Carson City minted coins are historically linked to the silver boom in Nevada, making them highly collectible. In today's market, record-breaking Liberty coins often appear at prestigious auctions. When a coin reaches a price near $787,976.43, it is usually because it combines rarity, near-perfect condition, strong eye appeal, and historical importance. These are not ordinary coins found in pocket change. They are elite specimens carefully preserved for over a century. The story of Liberty coins is ultimately a story of American identity. Through wars, economic booms, depressions, and modern globalization, the image of Liberty has remained a constant symbol on coinage. Every scratch, every detail, every mint mark tells part of that journey. For collectors watching this, the opportunity still exists. Hidden treasures are sometimes found in inherited collections, old safety deposit boxes, estate sales, or forgotten coin albums. Knowledge is your greatest tool. Study dates, understand grading, follow market trends, and always verify authenticity. The Liberty coin market continues to evolve. Gold prices, silver prices, collector demand, and auction records all influence value. While not every coin will be worth hundreds of thousands, the thrill of the hunt is what makes coin collecting exciting. If you enjoyed this deep dive into top Liberty coins, their 1985 market presence, and their current value potential, make sure to subscribe to Coins for more detailed coin history, price analysis, and hidden treasure stories. The next valuable coin might already be in your collection. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating areas of coin collecting, the legendary Liberty coins, their history, their 2008 market attention, and how some rare examples have reached astonishing values like $787,976.42 and even beyond. Liberty coins are more than just money. They are miniature sculptures of American identity. The image of Lady Liberty has appeared on United States coinage for more than 2 centuries. She represents freedom, independence, strength, and hope. From the early flowing hair designs of the late 1700s to the bold standing Liberty quarters and the famous Liberty head gold coins, each version tells a story about the nation at the time it was struck. One of the most iconic Liberty designs appeared on the Morgan silver dollar, first issued in 1878. Designed by George T. Morgan, this coin features a powerful Liberty portrait with detailed hair and a crown symbolizing agriculture and freedom. On the reverse side, an eagle spreads its wings proudly. The Morgan dollar is one of the most collected coins in the world, and certain rare dates in pristine condition can sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Another legendary Liberty coin is the St. Gaudens Double Eagle, a $20 gold coin introduced in 1907. Many experts consider it the most beautiful coin ever produced in the United States. Liberty is shown walking forward with a torch in one hand and an olive branch in the other, symbolizing both strength and peace. Some rare versions of this coin have sold for millions of dollars at auction. In 2008, the coin market experienced renewed attention. Precious metal prices were rising globally. Gold and silver values increased dramatically due to financial uncertainty. Investors and collectors rushed to acquire historical gold coins, including Liberty head and St. Gaudens pieces. As a result, market prices for high-grade Liberty coins surged. Some rare certified examples doubled or even tripled in value compared to earlier years. Now let us talk about market value. The price of a Liberty coin depends on several key factors. Condition is the most important. Coins are graded on a scale from poor condition to mint state perfection. A small difference in grade can mean thousands of dollars in price difference. Rarity also plays a huge role. Certain mint years had low production numbers. If few examples survived in high quality, collectors compete intensely for them. In 2008, a rare Liberty gold coin in exceptional condition reached nearly $787,976.42 in private sale discussions and auction estimations. While not every Liberty coin is worth that much, certain rare dates and era varieties can indeed command extraordinary prices. For example, specific early Liberty head gold eagles from the 1800s with low mintages are extremely scarce. When one appears on the market, collectors around the world pay attention. Fast forward to the current market. Today, Liberty coins remain highly collectible. Gold prices have fluctuated, but historic coins often carry value beyond metal content. A common Liberty head nickel might be worth only a few dollars in circulated condition. But a rare 1913 Liberty head nickel, of which only 5 are known, has sold for millions. That shows how rarity transforms ordinary metal into treasure. The 2008 financial crisis also changed how people viewed tangible assets. Many investors began diversifying into rare coins. Certified graded coins became especially popular because buyers wanted authenticity guarantees. Professional grading services helped stabilize the market and increase buyer confidence. As a result, high-quality Liberty coins became long-term investment pieces. History plays a powerful role in value. Liberty coins were struck during times of war, economic growth, expansion, and innovation. Holding one is like holding a piece of history. Imagine a Liberty gold coin minted during the Civil War era. It may have passed through the hands of merchants, soldiers, or bankers over 150 years ago. That connection to the past adds emotional and collectible value. Another factor influencing market value is demand from international collectors. American gold coins are collected worldwide. The artistry of Liberty designs appeals to both investors and art lovers. Auction houses frequently showcase top-graded Liberty coins as headline items. When two serious collectors compete, prices can rise dramatically. It is important to understand that not every Liberty coin found in circulation is extremely valuable. Many were produced in large numbers. However, key dates, low mintage years, proof versions, and coins in uncirculated condition are the true stars of the market. Proper storage, certification, and documentation significantly increase potential resale value. If you are interested in Liberty coins, research is essential. Study mint marks, production years, and historical background. Learn how grading works. Understand the difference between bullion value and numismatic value. Bullion value depends on gold or silver price. Numismatic value depends on rarity, demand, and condition. Today's market remains strong for top-quality examples. While prices may fluctuate, rare Liberty coins continue to break records at major auctions. The combination of historical importance, artistic beauty, limited supply, and strong collector demand keeps them at the top of the coin world. Imagine owning a Liberty coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. It is not just wealth. It is heritage. It is art. It is history captured in metal. That is why collectors around the world search for top Liberty coins every single day. If you are building a collection, focus on quality over quantity. Even one high-grade Liberty coin can be more valuable than dozens of common pieces. Always verify authenticity. Work with trusted dealers. And most importantly, collect with passion. The story of Liberty coins is still being written. As long as collectors appreciate history and craftsmanship, these coins will remain treasures. From the dramatic market movements of 2008 to the current global demand, Liberty coins continue to shine. This is why the top Liberty coin remains one of the most exciting areas in coin collecting today. The possibility that a small piece of metal could be worth $787,976.42 or even more captures the imagination of collectors everywhere. If you love coins, history, and the thrill of discovery, stay connected with our channel Coins. Here we explore rare treasures, hidden values, and the stories behind the world's most valuable coins. The journey of Liberty is not over. It is waiting for you to discover it. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about subjects in modern coin collecting, Liberty coins, the mysterious 2012D issues, current market trends, shocking high valuations like $787,976.41, and the real truth behind what makes a coin worth a life-changing amount of money. Welcome to the channel Coins. Imagine holding a small piece of metal that could change your financial future. That is the power of rare coins. Liberty coins are among the most iconic designs ever produced in the history of United States coinage. The word liberty itself represents freedom, strength, and national pride. Over decades, different Liberty designs have appeared on American coins, from flowing hair to seated figures, to walking Liberty and beyond. One of the most famous Liberty designs appears on the Morgan dollar, first minted in 1878. Another beloved design is the walking Liberty half dollar, introduced in 1916. Even today, collectors admire the American Silver Eagle because it carries a modern version of the walking Liberty design. These coins are not just currency. They are history pressed into silver and copper. Now let us talk about modern issues and why some people are searching for a 2012D Liberty coin. In 2012, the United States Mint produced coins at different mint facilities including Denver, which uses the D Mint mark. The 2012D coins were struck in large numbers for circulation, including pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and half dollars. Most of these coins are only worth face value. However, certain rare varieties, mint errors, and high-grade uncirculated examples can be worth far more than their original value. So what makes a 2012D coin valuable? Condition is everything. A coin graded MS67, MS68, or higher by professional grading services can command a strong premium. If a 2012D coin has a dramatic error such as a double die, off-center strike, missing clad layer, or major die crack, collectors may pay hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But what about huge numbers like $787,976.41? Let us be clear and honest. A regular 2012D circulation coin is not worth anywhere near that amount. However, in the world of rare coins, certain historic Liberty coins have sold for hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars. For example, rare early Liberty head gold coins, key-date Morgan dollars, or ultra-rare pattern coins have reached incredible auction prices. One of the reasons Liberty coins can reach extremely high values is rarity. If only a few examples exist, collectors compete aggressively. Supply and demand drives the market. When wealthy collectors want the same coin, prices rise dramatically. Another factor is historical importance. Coins minted in low numbers, coins connected to major historical events, or coins from early American history often carry significant premiums. A coin from the 1700s or early 1800s featuring Liberty can be worth a fortune if it survives in good condition. Silver and gold content also play a role. Many classic Liberty coins were made from precious metals. When metal prices rise, intrinsic value increases. But collector demand usually goes far beyond metal value. Now let us return to the modern 2012D coins and the current market. As of recent market trends, most circulated 2012D pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters are worth face value. Uncirculated rolls may sell for small premiums. However, coins graded in top condition can sell from $20 to several $100s depending on demand. Error coins can sell for more if authenticated and certified. The coin market itself moves in cycles. During times of economic uncertainty, more people invest in tangible assets like gold, silver, and collectible coins. This increases demand. Online platforms and auction houses have made it easier than ever to buy and sell rare coins globally. If you believe you have a valuable Liberty coin or a 2012D coin with unusual features, here is what you should do. First, examine the coin carefully under magnification. Look for doubling in the letters or numbers. Check for off-center strikes. Look at the mint mark closely. Weigh the coin if possible. Compare it to verified examples. Second, never clean your coin. Cleaning destroys value. Many beginners make this mistake. Original surfaces are critical for collectors. Third, consider professional grading. Services like PCGS and NGC authenticate and grade coins. A certified coin often sells for higher prices because buyers trust the condition and authenticity. Now let us talk about why Liberty designs continue to attract attention. Liberty represents more than art. It represents identity. From the earliest days of the United States, Liberty was chosen as a symbol for coinage because it reflected national values. Over time, different artists reimagined Liberty in classical, elegant, and powerful forms. These artistic details make Liberty coins especially desirable. Collectors love beauty. Investors love rarity. Historians love stories. Liberty coins combine all three. But be careful of exaggerated claims online. Sometimes you may see headlines saying a certain coin is worth nearly $800,000. In most cases, that value applies only to an extremely rare, specific version in extraordinary condition. It does not apply to every coin from that year. Knowledge is power in the coin market. The more you study mintages, varieties, grading standards, and auction results, the better decisions you can make. The dream of finding a rare Liberty coin in pocket change is exciting. While it is rare, it is not impossible to find valuable error coins in circulation. People have discovered double dies, transitional errors, and other valuable mistakes in everyday change. If you are serious about building wealth through coins, focus on education. Study auction records. Follow market trends. Join coin collecting communities. Attend coin shows if possible. Learn grading standards carefully. Remember, condition plus rarity plus demand equals value. The 2012D coins may not automatically make you rich, but high-grade certified examples or dramatic mint errors can still bring surprising returns. Meanwhile, classic Liberty coins from the 1800s and early 1900s remain strong performers in the collector market. Always verify extraordinary price claims with real auction results. Reputable auction houses publish detailed sales data. That is the best way to understand true market value. Coin collecting is not just about money. It is about history in your hands. Every Liberty coin carries a story from the year it was minted. Wars, economic changes, technological advancements, and cultural shifts are all connected to the coins of their time. So the next time you see a Liberty coin, look at it carefully. It might just be another ordinary piece of change. Or it might be a rare treasure waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this deep dive into top Liberty coins, the 2012 mint issues, and current market values, make sure to subscribe to Coins for more detailed coin market insights, rare coin discoveries, and hidden treasure opportunities.